Hello, all of you. Today we are going to learn the next stage of the formation of a company, that is incorporation stage. So, as you are knowing that there are three stages: promotion, incorporation, and capital subscription. So, promotion already we have covered. Now, next is the incorporation stage. So, now what is incorporation? So, incorporation simply means getting the company registered. So in that the steps are: first is application for incorporation. So what promoter will do? Promoter make an application for incorporation of the company to the registrar of the companies along with necessary documents. So promoter he files an application to the registrar along with all the necessary documents. And what are the documents? Now let's see. So filing of necessary documents, in that first is the memorandum of association. So memorandum of association, it is the most important document of the company. It is also known as a charter of the company, which contains lot of clauses and declarations. It contains the objectives or the purpose for which the company has been formed. So MOA is the most important document of any company. Then second is articles of association. So articles of associations are the rules, laws, bylaws regarding the internal management of the company. Rules regarding promotions, rules regarding appointment, rules regarding transfer, rules regarding increment. So all the rules, regulations, laws, bylaws, they are mentioned in the articles of association of a company. Then third document is statement of authorized capital. So what is authorized capital? Authorized capital is the maximum capital which the company will be authorized to raise through the issue of shares. So every company when it is formed, they have to mention what will be the maximum share capital, because company can't mention unlimited share capital. They have to mention what will be the maximum amount of share capital the company will have. That maximum share capital is known as authorized share capital, and beyond that the companies are not allowed to raise through issue of shares to the members or to the public. Then next is a consent of proposed directors. So written consent of proposed directors to act as directors and an undertaking to purchase and pay for qualification shares. So next is to take the consent of the proposed directors that they want to act as a director, and for the purpose of acting as a director they are also ready to purchase and pay for qualification shares. And now what is qualification shares? Minimum number of shares one must purchase in order to become a director. So they will give their consent, okay, that they want to become the director, and for the same they are ready to purchase qualification shares. Then next is agreement with proposed managing director or whole time director or manager. So any agreement if the company has entered into with maybe the managing director or whole time director or manager regarding remuneration, regarding any commission, regarding the tenure of the term, tenure of the post there. So all thing will be mentioned there. The next is copy of registrar letter approving the name of the company. So that has been done in the promotion stage, where the promoter has given three names to the registrar for the approval. So whatever name will be approved by the registrar, the copy of registrar's letter approving the name of the company will be also be there. Then next is a notice of the address of registered office. So this also in the time of promotion they are supposed to give to the registrar of the companies where their registered office is likely to be located or situated. But in case the clause is there, if the notice is not submitted at the time of registration, It can be submitted within 30 days of the receipt of certificate of incorporation. That means in case still it is not finalized, that where the registered office of the company is going to be located. In that case, after getting the certificate of incorporation within 30 days, they have to submit the notice of address of the registered office. And then last is the statutory declaration. That means they will declare what they will declare, that all the legal requirement for registration have been compiled with whatever requirements are there legally. So all legal requirement they have done, all the formalities required for the registration of the company, it has been performed by the promoter. Okay. Now this must be signed by an advocate. So this document, it must be signed by whom? By an advocate of High Court or advocate of Supreme Court or a signatory of MOA. In promotion stage we have seen signatories of MOA who want to become the first time directors also. Chartered accountant or a company secretary in a whole time practice in India. That means those CAs or CS who are practicing whole time, not part time, because sometimes in the Cs and company secretariats they keep on clearing the papers, and after clearing few papers they can practice, but not as a whole time. Part time they can do. So it has to be signed by whole time chartered accountant or company secretary. So any of these they have to sign, either advocate of High Court or Supreme Court or signatories of MOA or chartered accountant or a company secretary in a whole time practice in India. Then third is the payment of fees. So along with filing of the above document, registration fees has to be deposited, which depends on the amount of authorized capital. So after this filing of document, the next thing what they will pay or they will deposit registration fees to the registrar of the companies, and the fees depends upon the authorized capital. So as authorized capital increases, the registration fees also increases. Then fourth is registration. Now in this, the registrar verifies all the documents submitted and the documentary evidence of payment of registration fee. If he is satisfied that all the statutory requirements regarding the registration have been compiled with, he enters the name of the company in his register. So previously the promoter he has submitted many documents and fees for the registration. So the registrar what he will do, he will verify all the document whether they are genuine or not, whether they are correct or not, and also the documentary evidence of payment of registration fees, whether proper registration fees have been submitted or not. And if the registrar he is satisfied with all the legal requirement, in that case he will enter the name of the company in his register, and after that he will issue a certificate which is called as certificate of incorporation. And once the company is getting certificate of incorporation, that means the from that day company will be treated as an artificial person. Company will get a separate legal entity. So again we will summarize what are the 5 steps of incorporation. So what is incorporation? Incorporation simply means registration of a company. So for that, what is the first step? It is the application for incorporation. Then second is filing of necessary documents. So we have to read that or learn that 8 documents are there. What are they? They are MOA, AOA, statement of authorized capital, consent of proposed directors, agreement with proposed managing director or whole time director or manager, copy of registrar's letter approving the name of the company, notice of the addresses of the registered office, and last one is statutory declaration. So these are the 8 documents that have to be filed with the registrar of the companies. Then third is the payment of fees. Required amount of fees have to be submitted, which depends upon the authorized amount of the authorized capital. Then fourth one is registration. The registrar of the company, he verifies all the documents, and if everything is fine, then he enters the name of the company in his register. And then fifth is certificate of incorporation. So after entering the name, the registrar, he issues a certificate in the name of the company, and that certificate is known as certificate of incorporation. And the day the company will get the certificate of incorporation, it will come into existence, and it will have a separate legal entity.